name's Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I try and bring any remote controls to turn the volume down on this bigger system.
It's time to go beyond what a smartphone can do.
We'll find one.
With a massive camera upgrade, the A16 Bionic chip, an entirely new category of safety innovations, and never before seen display technology.
Gotta figure out my
This is iPhone 14 Pro.
control for this.
Always on display, updates your wallpaper to create a unique, low-power lock screen, making go-to information available at just a glance. And introducing a remarkable innovation that is both hardware and software, and something in between. The Dynamic Island. An interactive place that bubbles up alerts, notifications, and activities, fluidly transforming itself as needed. It's an entirely new way to experience iPhone. You are now looking at the most impressive iPhone camera system yet. In a major leap, the iPhone 14 Pro main camera is a 48 megapixel quad-pixel.
Didn't we literally just come up with an iPhone 13? I mean, seriously. I swear. But then again, they got that following, so they'll come out with a phone right after they come out to the iPhone 14. It'll be the iPhone 15, 16, 17, and 18. And you guys will still be sitting out there in line to get these phones, man. iPhone 14, really seriously? Didn't a 13 just... Okay, whatever. Anyway, let's get to this. So we're going to be doing a batch number on the Extreme Black Widow. We have our batch number for 090922. As we have posted on our website, the guarantee of a product that we basically test our products out before they ship out. This is called the batch number timestamp. It's a live demonstration that we do, painting down the product and taking it out and displaying it. Right there, what you see in the background is 44s, and all the other screen paints we make are fully tested, have test demonstrations to back them up. And this is what separates us from other screen paint products on the market that do not do tests. Well, ones we've known so far, I can't say all of them, but ones we've seen so far don't do tests or have any form of batch numbers backing the products up whatsoever, so you really don't know what you're getting at the end of the day. But our products are all tested, so we're good to go on that. So that's what your product is, that 090922. You'll have that on the bottom of your container or side of your container, and you can always go back and check the video that's attached to it. All right, let's get this started. So this is our guarantee to our customers and people we do business with, that your items work before they get to your front door, where other people at the end of the day cannot give you this. Okay, so what we start off with doing is mixing our product, because we like to let the customer know that the products are thoroughly mixed. We have a industrial mixer machine over there, does the job for us right there. So we don't do this by hand. This is all done with a machine, so that way you know everything is mixed properly. Way over here, because I don't even come out. That. There we go. Make sure we got all this. This batch number to be posted onto the website. Really, this is not a good place for the cord to be dangling. Put it over there. Matter of fact, no, anyway, this section. Back a little bit. There we go. policies we're going to be changing on our site. We have a nice equal exchange policy. The equal exchange policy is for the same, it's an equal exchange, which means you exchange it for the same thing, but I don't know where you would have a problem with it, like I said, because we have batch numbers packing our products. But if we go over your claim, like I said, we have everything back in the product. So again, it's very slim that we ever have any problems at the end of the day because these videos we have here. But we have some people that are maybe not be well with the transition. If you're not well with the transition, if you're not ready for a black screen, we make a gunmetal. There's a gunmetal posted right on the website. There's also the 38 there. So there's really no excuse by saying that, well, I need something a little lighter, because again, it's right there. If you're not 100% sure, we advise you to go near the gunmetal technology or to go near the 38s. But other than that, it's rare that we do an equal exchange where we change out and it's not an equal exchange, it'll be for something else. We don't want people with the nip in the butt desire. People thinking that, okay, I'm going to get this and exchange it for something else. No, it's not going to happen that way. It's not going to work out that way for you. So we have to say that because we do get people who will try this at the end of the day, and it has to be noted that you will not get away with this. These products have batch numbers attached to them. They can back themselves. Just right now, we're doing a batch number right now for these customers right here. It gives them a guarantee that the product is working 100% before it's shipped to their front door. But also, too, it cuts down on a lot of the negative and fraud nonsense that goes on. All right, let's go over here and let's get this screen painted in. Now, like I said before, our products are pretty easy to paint in. It's a one-coat application. You're not going to be doing 4 coats and 5 coats and all that other nonsense. It's pretty easy to do. Now you have an option, you can spray these in or you can roll them in, it's up to you. But like I said, we're not going to be doing no line in the middle of the screen, all that. No, we don't do that here. So we need right there, doesn't take much. That's why when I had that customer was telling me that 50 ounces on a 120-inch screen, no. That's not going to happen. You would be using way less paint than that for that altogether. No way in the world you couldn't want to do that much paint that fast, that quick. But, you know, like I said, you'll get them. Ooh, my stain's there. That's what I say. You want to make sure you're getting a 100% guarantee that your product is going to work before it gets to your front door. Because again, you don't want to be stuck with a non-exchange policy that is going to take from you instead of helping you out. Because that's what I've seen a lot of these, well, I only say one. Only one I've seen that has that policy. I haven't seen anybody else with that policy in there. And you should be seeing batch numbers, request batch numbers. Yes, you should. Why shouldn't you? You're paying for it, right? So you need to see what your product's going to look like before it's shipped to the front door. The only people that are bothered by this are people who can't back it up. So make sure that you ask for batch numbers and you want tests. You want to see all kinds of tests. You want to see tests paint products. You want to see tests on certified screens. You want tests in fully lit environments. And you want tests outside. Anything described in that product, you want to see those tests on it. Like I said, the only people that are bothered by this are the people that are not doing the test. They're the only people that get bothered by it. So we're going to let that dry because we can't pick that up to the wallpaper screen right there. Till then, we got the other screen on display right over here. We're getting our customers ready. Now, get our fan in, dry our screen, and get it set up for display. I wish they did everything like this. This would make it so much easier. But at least you know what your product is before you get here. They can't give you a batch number, something's wrong. Just had this conversation yesterday about sitting here watching paint dry. I'm gonna bring my game system downstairs. If it's in place, I'm gonna wait for it. tap my screen that fast. We gotta wait to scroll down the modest big games and watch. I'm not gonna sit there and watch things right. It's gonna take long, but still it's boring. It's a game while I'm down here. Volume, determine volume. We're not doing yesterday. We're not playing yesterday. Yeah, we're there. Oh, hear that?
Select a vehicle.
Maybe. Oh, I'm getting that? Oh, yes. Can I get this vehicle?
Overdrive. Select a vehicle. Interceptor.
My screen's about dry, so we only got probably time for like one game.
Boost and rush. Team.
Not in the game. I haven't done any demonstrations on this screen in a while, and this screen is in a very well lit environment. As you can see, a lot of light pushes off on the screen. I think I'm gonna order my surface for the floor so we can whiten the floor up, because this floor is pretty trash. We gotta change out the floor, and I'm gonna set up my gaming system down here, run some new lights down here for a little bit, and then I'll do some demonstrations down here in the max out zone. Because like I said, I'm sick and tired of watching these demonstrations of people in the dark. done. Woo, buddy, buddy, buddy. Daily.
Switch. Select a vehicle. Outlaw.
Oh, everybody got bikes. Literally everybody got bikes. This should be good. Watch my bike get wrecked in the first beginning. I'm gonna start doing that for the back. Wait,
3
drive.
switches and 3 vehicles.
Bike, wanna keep it? Already, yeah! Somebody already wrecked, they got a car in here already. Nice wipe. Oh, right there. Bike, they got a bike.
Remaining.
On my back already.
No targets fired.
Oh, get on my back. That's it. These jokers. Can I get 5 minutes in? All right, we got gladiators coming up. Bring the big boys in. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh! Gladiator? We're in a gladiator. Can I get a step on the gladiator? Somebody overrated already. Come on, man. Hurry.
Targets remaining. Targets remaining.
I love the Gladiators. They're just big and chunky and slunky, but I like the trucks. The chunky, ooh, watch my screen. The big and chunky schlunk guy. Usually, we get painted screen up there, dried and done with the wallpapers are different. You can't pick those up when they're on the floor because they're wet and they will basically mess them up. I didn't take them from the, but two sets of yeah, all right. No, I'll leave it right here. Get my screen. Chunky schlunky. Hopefully that stays.
Targets fired.
Oh! I just want to give you a question right on the tip. Right on the edge. So you notice when it comes to our technology, I'm plugging my fan because we're basically dry already. But as you can see when it comes to our technology, I can literally paint the screen and let it dry, play a game on another screen, switch it over, and it all snaps just like that. And we can do this in a full environment without the screen washing out or fading. So I never skip a beat. You just watch me display a screen, play some gaming off of it, paint a screen on the batch number, throw it up there on the screen, and boom. Again, works fantastic. This is a guarantee that our products work before they're shipped to your front door.
targets fired. No targets fired.
I got first place. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta do the dance. I ain't even dancing yet. And I have some fun with your paint before we ship it out. We're going to ship it out today. I just want to make sure I have some fun with this first. I'm going to do some marble. Do some marble in here. Marble on marble. I think I'm doing all my batch numbers for gaming involved. It's just so much funner. We're still going to do the whole test and everything. We're just going to have some fun with some gaming with it first. Remember, batch numbers are long because basically we have to do a lot of testing before we actually ship it out. It's a guarantee. So make sure everything's working properly. Now, if you're interested in getting the wallpaper service I'm using here in the demonstration, I'll put a link below. You can get it at Amazon. It's like 28 bucks. It's a 4x8. That's the size of it. And they can be cut with regular scissors. It's kind of a fiberglass material. Turn it down, we ain't running the fan. My favorites.
Yeah, I am the beginning and the end. Black hands and eyes to keep up with you. Who will prevail? I assure you, I won't betray you. At least here.
Just remember to take the lens cap off, buddy.
Who will come out on top? Ready? Fight! You cannot withstand. Excellent.
Brother, you got that quarter?
No need for tactical weapons. Ready. Get out. Here we go. Cool. You shall live on this part of me.
down here now. We gotta wait, finish testing. All right, let's get the fire sticks plugged back in because we don't have any the cameras running down here for this thing, and we can't use the voice. Can't use the voice on here to be able to get certain videos we need to get. So we need to. Let me see, where's the fire stick at? Swap up the fire stick. Yep. Ran with the fire stick. And now let's get some fun. Is she working? Fire stick's on strike again. Like, no! I'm not gonna work for you. Well, come on, what the freak is going on with you? Seriously. Like, fire sticks don't run half the time? Like, these things never run half the time. It's always an issue with the fire sticks. Let's see what's going on here. Everything plugged in nicely. Everything's in there good. Alright, there shouldn't be any issues. Fire stick should be firing up. How in the world does a PS system for a fire stick fire up? These are brand new sticks, by the way. The power supplies are dinky. They go down from time to time. You gotta replace them. It's not hard to replace them. Basically, any form of cell phone charger and a freaking USB will basically work perfectly. That's what they do. Because what they want to charge you for them, yeah, those power supplies are really dinky. I just say disconnect them and just plug them into the USB if your projector has them. If they don't, thunder, lightning, very, very frightening. All right, while she's trying to figure out what she wants to do, let's get some sample sheets and throw it against the screen. All right, so I like to do white level tennis. I'm about to say, I thought that was the intro popping up. That's a little slow. What do we got here on this one? Oh, well, I'm getting these samples. I'm gonna do this one right here. Just 2 weeks ago.
Dr. Oz, the political outsider we need in what?
Really seriously, I don't really want to start off with all that. Can I give me something else? Oh, wow, it just completely bounced me out of the entire video. Fire sticks, boy. Joy, gotta love them. Gotta love them. Let's go with this one. Literally bounced me clean out of the video I was in, just trying to skip that nonsense. Choice of fire sticks. Try it again. Oh, that was the one. Okay, different. It had a different thumbnail on it. That lady sounded like a dog. I'll lie to you not. White sheets of paper? Really? We're gonna condemn. What are you doing? Chill out. Wanna know not so. Move to the word. I can't express this enough on how it's interesting how we watch people trying to bash our batch number demonstrations and they don't even have a batch number. Funny thing about it is, this lighting we're using in the environment, how bright it is in here, they're in the dark bashing us. Interesting. But anyway, as you can see, we've done these demonstrations so many times, it's not even funny. All these products we have are all tested. We do white level tests, the whole 9 yards, everything. That's why we can do these tests, but we show this to guarantee the products work 100%. Now, like we said, we had the customer who basically we had the exchange going out to. Met him, cool dude, like I said, at the end of the day. But like I said, we have all the tests showing that the products work. This is the batch number we're doing again. Same thing as the test, over and over, again and again and again, you'll see them. We have certified screens here, which we're going to pull up. I'm going to use this one right here. And we can't forget the Network Grade 773, which is, I don't even know why it would be a point to even try it, but this stuff is not even going to work anyway. But, you know, we'll put it up there anyway. Gentlemen, before bashing our videos, make sure you're in the same amount of light that we're using, because it doesn't help if you're sitting in the dark talking trash about us, and again, you're in the dark. All right, we got Network Grade 773. We're going to put that right there. We got a certified screen. We'll knock this over here, right to there. It's a daylight screen right there. This is the customer see that you need to use certified or whatever. It's not going to matter if they're buying. All right, we got some silver right here, 100% silver. Let's get some silver out here for you. So this is what these are for. This basically for every time that we actually ship out an order, if we have to do a mass of like 5 gallons, 3 gallons, wherever it may be, we do batch numbers. So that number that you have on the back of your container, you can go back to the video, you can watch your product being tested before it's ever shipped out to you. And I think people should start doing these guarantees, 100%. Now, of course, people are going to be angry over that. And of course, we know why they're going to bash our demonstrations, because they don't want to do them themselves. They don't want to be caught doing a batch number. That's why they bash them, because they don't want to do them. But guess what? You're going to have to do them, because when we do enough of these over and over and over again, customers, and we hope they do, when they go to buy products, will start requesting them, and they should. Silver screen. This is all silver. They should be requesting them. This is why it makes them angry, because they have to work. My cat is probably upstairs. Wow. Birds have interesting calls. They have this bird, I don't know what it is, what's that, the highest like frequency. It literally sounds like a freaking air raid horde going up. I forgot the name of it, but it's insane. Can you imagine living next to 30 of those babies at the end of the day? Woo! That'd be something for you. Let's get that white screen. White screen saver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let me see for white screen, show our white levels. There's our white levels right there. Let me show everything so you can see it all. Now let's go pull up some white snow demonstration.
Your budget a boost with Kohl's epic deals, like Sonoma Goods for Life women's tees for $6.99.
And there's our white levels. Same way as we show it upstairs, same way we show it down here in the back. So 4K snow screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
There, I'm pressing play. Like, go there. Thank you. And yes, we're going to be posting, I'm going to post a nice section on our website that our products are guaranteed, backed up 100% what other screen paints will not do. And they need to do this. This is why they bash, like I said, the batch numbers to try to make them look like something that they're not. They don't want to do demonstrations. But like I said, we have it right over there, big piece of it painted up. They need to do those demonstrations. They have to. It's a requirement, but whether you like it or not, you have to do it. If you're going to basically sell a product to the customer and you're going to take money from them at the end of the day, then you need to have to back your products up. And batch numbers is something you should definitely have, number one. She definitely gonna need batteries. I can see right now the way she's acting. That's why when I hear people saying, oh, he must be using camera tricks, oh, you people at the end of the day should be the last ones talking about camera tricks. You have special devices to enhance your 4K pictures, you're using high-end 4K projectors, you're using dark environments, and most of you are not even using the original environments that your place came in. Yeah, you're definitely using a lot of tricks at the end of the day, so you have to be careful about those too. We'll do some tutorial videos on showing you what to look for. Like I said, I push up on the back of a screen that environment is dark. It is. It's a very dark environment. They have to depend on high-end projectors. Certifieds do it all day long. They pick out the most advanced, high-end, calibrated projector they can get their hands on and do the demonstration off of it. I mean, 50,000, 20,000, 30,000, whatever it is. At the end of the day, you got to think like which one's doing more of the work. That's why we did the 1-year swap out projector challenge, and I told you they can't do it. They hang on to those projectors like a woman with her favorite shoes. Can't swap out for 1 year. We had that challenge. My projector is still upstairs. 600 by 800 res, 720p, no problem. Let me see. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see which one is pulling the best colors. Of course, our technology. Pulls the best reds, pulls the best blues, pulls the best greens. This is why you're told to calibrate, 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 and use ambient light controlled environments. I still can't understand how it's supposed to be using ambient light controlled environments and supposed to be ambient light projection technology. Don't even understand how that one even works. Let's go swap over here.
You're going to need a smaller cat.
Can we get a purple screen here without a commercial attached to it? There we go. So this is why when we do the test, we always show the color patterns, so that way the customer can see which screen is pulling up the best colors. We do this all day. We already got a white sheet here, so we don't need this. But let's take some of this slip silver and have some fun with it. There we go. Now that's the slip silver. The ones we put into the challenge, yeah, our product would crush that with no problem. We can knock out network gray and everything else on the face of the sun. Slip silver is no challenge for our technology. It doesn't even pick up on our screens. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
We're just doing it again because we got the slip silver up there. See what we get going on here. Yeah, batteries have got to be dead. That's why it's as sluggish as I don't know what. That's asking us to do, or that's YouTube. I don't know. All right, let me go get some batteries for this one. This one's actually really sluggish. Let's drop the batteries out of here, see what we got going on. I'll take the batteries out of my receiver because they're brand new batteries in there. See if this is causing her some complications or what's going on with her. Because we need to get this done. I'm going to elongate the outside with, let's see this fix the problem. There we go. Yeah. All right, cool. I'll get more batteries for these. I got to order some stuff anyway. Order some more batteries. All right, so I see the red screen. That is the slip silver next to ours. There's blue. purple. Slow color change out. Yep, definitely batteries.
Getting that from YouTube.
Definitely batteries. My bad. I make it sound like her power supply wasn't working right. She's working perfectly fine. I just gotta put batteries in her. So this is a slow color change. This is what you should be seeing in demonstrations with screen paint products. Constant changing of color, different forms of sample sheets against the screen, certified gray screen paint products, especially Network Gray 773 needs to be in there, and also to slip silver, which we have drawn added to our demonstrations also. And you need to see this in a fully lit environment. If you're watching lights spill out from the back of the screen, there is a problem there. It means the environment's dark, because their screen's going to have a problem with all the light. Here we go. Let's pull up a Starfield screensaver. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's get some contrast levels in here. What these screens are designed to do is pull a 100% contrast level, even in a fully lit environment. 8K desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
It's the all-new Subway Series menu. 12 irresistible new subs.
Now, as I said before, if you thought a 2.0 was a nightmare, 39 is absolute freaking craziness at the end of the day, because this screen can generate a 100% contrast level. It maintains its white levels, and it produces a much higher color level, as you can see. Let's put another certify up there. We only have one certify. We could do another one up there, right? Let's see what we got. I want that other note, that was gunmetal up there. Gunmetals are the other ones. Really, there's no point in putting the other ones up there because they're not going to be the match the screens check. We need a gunmetal screen. I need more gunmetal screens, but the only problem is can't seem to get our hands on more gunmetal screens because for some reason they won't allow me to have the gunmetal screens. Long story. Can't get into it. Dark Star 9. All right, we got a Dark Star 9 over there. That's a $3,000 projection screen. Screen sitting next to that is around $5,000. Let's go see if they can pull contrast next to a 39 Extreme Black Widow. Can't express this enough, and not enough. When you watch people doing contrast demonstrations such like this in the dark, that's the first red flag. The screen can't see the contrast because they have to be in the dark. See all the lighting we use in this environment? This is where you're supposed to display your contrast levels, colors, everything. Sony OLED demonstration, contrast levels.
Getting that from YouTube. Right to their front door with a signature confirmed. No problem. But when we order from them, now we got to go through the freaking craziness trouble. People doing falsifying and committing fraud on their PayPal accounts, afraid to ship out items, terrified to. They don't want them coming here because they're not going to have the comfort zone of the 4K projector. They're not going to have the comfort zone of the dark environment. You got to work for it over here. You have to earn it. Only way any of this technology can earn its label, it has to earn it. We don't do that whole, let's hold the hand for the screen scenario. So my customers, when they purchase from us, need a 100% guarantee that that product's going to work before it hits that front door. And we can give them that. They can't. They need to know that the product is tested. We can give them that. They can't. The home theater setup is the biggest investment that you're going to have for your home. You want to make sure you get it right. No matter how much money you spend on your projector, your screen makes up for half of what your setup can do. You want to make sure you're getting every penny of what you spent for it, whether you spent more or less. If they can't match our demonstrations, if they can't match our batch numbers, if they can't match our environments, it's not worth the time. Heck, right now we got a slip silver test going on right now, challenge, and they still haven't done it yet. Today, 2.0 will be outside versus slip silver versus the network grade 773 on 1,000 lumens. We won't see them out there. All right, so there we go. Why we show you the color levels first, to show you the screens can't see and accept color. Ooh, let's do the Sony transition. I like doing that one. Sony 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is my favorite, because then it goes from light, it transfers to dark, and it transfers back over to light. You ever look at the Jetsons and look at the, basically that's supposed to be the future. Some of it isn't too far off, but a lot of it isn't there. Honestly, it isn't. The moving sidewalks are there because you get those at the airport. Flying cars, we don't have flying cars. I don't know what the rest is. I go back and watch the Jets. I haven't watched it in a while, but something's like, teleportation. We don't have that either. At all, period. And that's interesting. My mother's 80-something years old, but when she went to the World's Fair, or basically talked about things in the future, in the year 2000, that there was going to be a device that you could stick your food in, and it would just instantly cook your food in a minute, or a couple of minutes, or whatever, which AKA is called the microwave. I think people who lived in that era have more of appreciation for the technology we have today. We have literally so much technology now. It's like, been there, done that. It doesn't really, you really don't get really surprised too much by it. You know what I mean? But back then, to be able to see all that come into existence, the first color TV, the first TV itself, first radio broadcast, the first phone, man, people don't understand how good they have it. Like I actually watched I had to go back and watch Inventors and stuff. And we're talking about how phone lines started being used for business only, but sooner or later they came to, residential. And they showed this one where this woman comes into the phone company. She wanted to talk to her son in Chicago. And they were telling them that the lines haven't got there yet. We haven't really reached Chicago yet. Just other major cities like Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., stuff like that. But it hasn't really hit Chicago yet. And the guy was like, one day we're going to have that technology where someone can just pick up a phone and talk to anybody they want in any state or any country. It's interesting to watch that stuff. Like right now, for some of you, if you were you'd be kissing your bathroom floor if you knew how bathrooms were made centuries ago. You would be so many levels. But I like to watch all that kind of stuff. Like where we start off and where we got to now. And we call this the transition. We start off light, then we transfer over to dark. And all the screens can pick up, see the contrast. color and it transfers over. They can't, it means their balance is off. And the balance is off means you have to calibrate to put the balance back in. But again, you're still not getting what you need. And there you go. This is why they stick you in an ambient controlled environment. Because when the transfer comes through, the screen has to be to maintain some kind of contrast level without washing out. In this environment, it's impossible to do a transfer unless your screen has the capability to do it. So no matter how much you pay for your projector, you're still not going to be able to do that. Now, like I said, certified screens do their jobs, and they do. I never would say your certified screen is useless and doesn't do its job. It does do its job at the end of the day. They are more superior than gray screens. They're more superior than, well, not our gray screens, but you know what I'm getting at. We tested ourselves already, so we know. But anyway, against these great products out here, they're more expensive than white screens. They are, much more. But again, our technology today isn't a white or gray screen. Well, yeah, we do have a great technology, but it's testing. It's bad. Untest, because pretty much that's what they are, untested gray screens. And as they're maintaining its contrast levels, then it'll switch back over to the bright. This is what we call the transition. Can your screen transition? Now, for those of you who think that if you're in the dark, your screen can still transition, no, it cannot transition in the dark. We have a dedicated theater room upstairs, nice and dark in there, 5,000 lumen projector, and you'll watch the screen have the same problems with the lights on and the lights off. Now, see how the colors are washing out and fading? Because they can't register color in a fully lit environment. Oh, lights out either. I'm not doing bad for a time for a batch number. These batch numbers are pretty long. Now, what I like about the wallpaper surface, if you decide to use our coating for a wallpaper surface, right here, they're completely portable. You can roll that up, stick that in the corner, and be done with it. Actually, that's where this was sitting at, rolled up in the corner. Very lightweight, easy to hang to your walls. I would suggest using something called double-sided heavy double. Even though you don't need it, it's better safe than sorry. Get it on Amazon for about 12 bucks. Get a good size roll out of it. Now I get a commercial coming through.
The gray out there is right out there. In front of.
Now you're watching the colors wash out on the other screens because they can't accept and read red levels. That's why we show you the color levels first. Oh, we got a cricket in here somewhere. Just heard it. As you see, the skin tones and white levels on our technology are absolutely amazing. Especially with this.
This has been fun. Let's get, let me see. I've been through all these already, pretty much. Oh, let's do the LG Jazz. Now, any areas that come up with a tannish kind of washed out look to it means it can't see color and can't see contrast. I love doing this demonstration to show you exactly what you're getting from our technology compared to what you're getting from the others. Oh, by the way, we're on a 720p projector, 4,000 lumens. So those who can get a projector of a high caliber of 4,000 lumens, and this is going to fix a problem in a fully lit environment, no, it's going to make it much worse. It's going to wash your screen out even faster. So even if you go with 1,000 lumens, you don't have enough light to generate. And if you go with a higher lumen projector, like we have 4,000 back here, you still can't pick up because, again, your screen can be introduced to more light. What's the rest of the samples? I'll get them up on the wall. There you go. All right, two certified screens that we had up there for the display. Dark Star 9 right there. Heavy gunmetal screen. Has a 0.9 gain. And another certified screen. We chose the best of the best, which is Daylights. 0.8 certified screen. Anytime I do certifieds, I always choose the best of the best. These are gunmetals. The other screens that the CMA ADV 1.3, there wouldn't be a standard chance on the screen. We also did the Network Gray 773. We did a silver screen paint product here. So this is silver, high grade right there. And then we did the Network Gray 773, also too with the slip silver right there. This is the slip silver micro blend. Just gonna do one more for fun. This is just for fun. A white surface. This is white. Now what we look for when we do these test demonstrations, this is one of the tests we had to do when we first built the product, is we have to make sure that the screen is not going to pick up a level so dark you can't see it. If that was the case, it would have a hard time beating the certified screens, silver screens, and all the other screens sitting up next to it, especially that slip silver, because that slip silver is very, very light. You know, the reason why this is nothing new, because this is one of the tests that's required when we make our products. You've seen us do these before. As I said before, when you're pouring up the color, red, blue, green, whatever it may be, it requires a white level. Any color requires a white level, but also requires a contrast at the same time too. Contrast allows the color to be rich, deep, and the white levels allow for it to be bright. So let's see, let's go to a high bright color. Neon yellow screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Not commercials, I swear. There we go. Now, in order for that technology right there to be able to pull up that nice, deep, rich color, bright color at the same time, it has to have both technologies to be to do it. It has to be to see white levels and contrast at the same time to do this. We have to explain this because we already know people who watch our demonstrations know this, but the naysayers of the day don't understand how it all works. You can't do transitions. We know that for a door. If we take your screen paint, we put it down here, we have all this light going on, and we pull out a white level, transfer it to contrast, transfer to white level, you will pick up the white level, but you won't pick up the color, and you can't see the contrast because your screen can't have black levels right on the door. This is why you match surfaces like the slip silver and the network grade 773, because neither one of those can do a transfer either. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, what I love the most is when we get from people when they say, well, you know, because it can see blue, it can't accept the white level. You do know that you have to have a white level in order to see that blue correctly. There has to be a white level in there in order for that blue to pop up. It doesn't have to be white for you to see it. It has to be blue, green, red, any of those colors in order to pop up. That's pretty impressive, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's try randomly, let's do some contrast. Matter of fact, you know what? Skyworth food demonstration. Perfect
Getting that
example
from YouTube.
why you have to have a high enough white level and contrast level at the exact same time. It can't be if you have problems. Now you'll notice that the white levels will pick higher on the white screens, but we will maintain with no problem. But the white screens also too can't pick up color or contrast. So basically what you have, if you have a screen that mainly is designed to pull up high white levels only, you just have an upgraded version of a white screen. Notice the background, it doesn't pick up, it comes in black when it displays. And also, contrast screens pick up detail and depth, something you need when you're watching movies. Perfect example for this video. So even though we have a 4,000 lumen projector in the demonstration, the white screen is pretty much useless. We're just introducing more light to the white screen that's causing it to wash out even faster. Why a 250-inch black screen can maintain its white levels outside at 18 feet back at 720p and can generate so much white light it reflects off grass. We'll be outside today to talk about that one. When you buy a projector doesn't say 2 million to 1 white level. It says 2 million to 1 contrast. Contrast is extremely important when it comes to everything involving projections. Long guarantee, isn't it?
colors flashing across the screen, go, whoa, whoa, it's done. No, I'm gonna show you certified screens, white sheets of paper, snowstorms, color levels. I just painted the screen in, was playing my PS4, and swapped out that fast to this screen without even skipping a beat. This is why when I sit there and I request a white level, it's because there's something that I'm looking for in the white level. We do this all the time. We go to a forum site, we do the same demonstration, and the first thing they'll pop in, someone say like, oh wow, that screen pulled the highest white level, it's gonna pull amazing color. Well, if that was the case, then that means white projection screens would be all the rage, should be the most expensive screens on the market because they pull the highest white level. But they're not, they're the cheapest screens you could possibly get. Because they can't see white levels. Well, they can see white, sorry about that. They can't see contrast or color. Another example. When I moved to this new complex, I seen all their screens they have in there. They're all white projection screens. That entire building is gonna be coated in black technology when we get out of there. When we get done with that place, everything's gonna be coated in black technology. If a DMP Supernova, Black Diamond, or any one of them companies were to walk into an establishment where our technology already sits, they might as well walk out the door. Because not only can we save these companies tons and thousands of dollars, but our technology is far more advanced. Who's going to spend $5,000 for a projection screen when they can do it for far less? Going through the white surface. Let's go check out over here.
Isn't it time you realized the farther you go, the better it gets? And discovered that even out here, you're never alone. Find out what true adventure really means with the most awarded SUV brand.
This is why Mr. Bird can show you demonstrations of me walking through my house just playing football anywhere I want. Ceiling, oh, we got to do it off the floor. We're going to do that one today. We're going to do it off the floor. We got a floor screen, 160-inch floor screen. And then we change it up. We do a ceiling and floor display. So that light hitting that screen. Let's make it a little bit more interesting. Because I'm on a scalpel system over there. I can actually raise my screen up as high as I want. Actually, I can get it as high as the pipe up there. Let's see if we can nail the pipe. Yeah. To get that straight every time. So weird. No. All right, let's get our image pulled up a little higher up too. See, I notice when I watch certified demonstrations, they don't do this. They don't swap out projectors in little demonstrations. They don't pull screens up. They don't change them. They sit right where they stay because that entire environment is script.
Where in our demonstrations, we can move stuff around at will. I don't want to use that projector. I'm going to swap out to something else. Let's use this instead. Let's raise the screen up higher up to the light. They don't do that kind of stuff at the end of the day because the products at the end of the day, like I said, it's all script. Now I thought we raised the screen a little higher next to the light. Get that light in there. I want to get that light in there. There we go. That's what I want. I'm going to give me a wallpaper surface just for this. Get it higher to the light. Let's do something that gray mixes can't do. AK desired nature. You know why I show off this same clip with this woman with the black makeup? Because the first time I saw it in somebody's video, and they had it in the darkest environment you could possibly think of. Yeah, it was just sitting right in the dark. And they had a nerve to sit there and take pictures, put it on their website and say, oh, this is a contrast of what you're getting from our products. That's a lie. That's a huge lie.
Some people say our trade-in process feels too easy. They can't believe it's 100% online.
This is how you do a contrast demonstration. I could do this outside at 250 inches, which I plan to be outside to do it. One thing they do, some of them do tell the truth. They say their product's on ambient light projection, but if it's not ambient light projection, why are you buying it? Ambient light projection is the most highest technology they have in projection screens today. If they're saying they don't need it, well, it's a lot of demonstrations sitting in the dark for something that doesn't need it. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Problem is, gentlemen, your products are not tested. That's why we can do berserk stuff like this in our demonstrations. I can take the screen, rise it all the way up right next to the high fluorescent lights. It's not going to change the color. It's going to always maintain the same way because the products will be able to test it and they're guaranteed to work. This is why we can come out here and do these insane demonstrations. And these guys are still sitting in the dark trying to tell you that no, products don't work. I swear, I told you, if I had me who would get certified screens at the end of the day, it'd be rare. It would be extremely rare who would get one from us. These are the kind of demonstrations that's going to have me when I go, I'm still going to be online doing business, but like I said, we want to go into the mainstream when we're doing with businesses and companies. These are the demonstrations that put us on the map. This is why people purchase from us. You've got a jet black screen sitting there with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of white paper stuck out right near the ceiling on high fluorescent lights, and it can still maintain better than survives or anything else we lay against it. And this is the reason why, at the end of the day, why we get flack from people at the end of the day. Because they're threatened by the technology. They're very threatened by it. And we expect that. That's what we expect. Our product wouldn't be good if we basically, at the end of the day, didn't ruffle any feathers. I mean, it's not really doing what it's designed to do. It's designed to basically cause the ruffle feathers. That's what it's designed to do. Make people nervous at the end of the day. Make them work harder, which they should be doing. And this is the reason why people will even commit fraud and terror to keep their screens from coming down here, because this is what they're going to go through.
Testing is not going to be easy for them. It's going to be brutal. Our screens have to go through this kind of brutal testing or these kind of brutal displays on a day-to-day basis. Then how come their products can't go through it? If they consider themselves to be equal to us, then they should be doing the same thing. They can't even get past a simple silver demonstration, Amazon house paint. They can't get past it. So this is the reason why we get the 19 canceled orders and the 7 canceled orders. We get all that at the end of the day because they can't have their products coming down here because they will not do well. I gotta do more of these. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
I love that, man. I love how it maintains its color and all this light. Slow color stop.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at you.
No blemishes.
You know, this projector here has an 8-bit color processor, not 12, 8-bit. This is the old projector, 2012 model, 720p. Most people would look at this and pass it by, won't even touch it with a 10-foot pole. Think it's too old, it's too outdated, won't be to get the job done. It does exactly what it's designed to do. Sad thing about it is when this projector was in its heyday and they had it against a white screen, they literally thought that they were seeing the best that the projector can do, and little did they know they weren't even seeing the beginning of what their technology was designed to do. That's what I find interesting about the older projectors. When I go back and I check their timeline of their heyday, when they were, bragging all about this and all about that, and they were displaying these machines on white screens. The very companies who engineered these machines did not know the true potential of what they had because they cheated the display on the projector by displaying it on a white screen. Or we can come back many years later, pick up the same old projector, display it on our technology, and show you the true potential of what that machine is designed to do. That's why I tell people, at the end of the day, all those 720p old projectors littered all over eBay is a freaking gold mine to us because we know exactly what they can do at the end of the day. And people will go out and spend thousands of dollars per machine, hit a white screen or gray screen, and be sitting there in the dark with washed out colors trying to figure out how to fix it all. There's nothing wrong with the projectors. The technology and screens haven't caught up yet. But they keep making more advanced projectors, and they keep looking more crappier every time we look at them. When I can just go and get myself an old 720p 2012 old projector and use it in a fully lit environment with no problem. Now you see how the white surface is pouring up nothing? That's pretty much the same surface that they used on this projector way back in its heyday. Of course, they had to darken the environment. You couldn't use this much light at 4,000 lumens, probably calibrated the machine just to get some washed out color at the end of the day. So that's why when I go shop on eBay, it is a gold mine for me. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
If our technology was mainstream, what would be the point of a projector company making a projector with a 2 million to 1? What would be the point? You wouldn't even need it. That means that's extra cost they wouldn't have to add to the projector, and that's extra cost the consumer wouldn't have to pay out for it. The only purpose of the 2 million to 1 is to pick up some kind of decent shade of gray when you're using it with lighter screens. And even with that, you still have to lose gunmetal in order to get a much more darker level, which means you're going to have to spend a lot more money. But just imagine if the black technology was the mainstream. How would projectors be built? A lot cheaper, a whole lot cheaper. Well, again, as I explained to you before, batch numbers are pretty lengthy. They have to be because there's so much stuff we have to show, and these are guarantees that we give to our customers. So when our customers come in and they click on that number they'll have on the bottom of their container, and they can watch the demonstration. Like, gee whiz, it's one long demonstration. But we just need it for guarantee that our products are working 100% before we ship them to you. This backs our company. It backs our products. And if you notice, we're not in any dark environments, not using any 4K, 1080p projectors, no laser, for none of that. Got a good distance though at about 15 feet from the screen. I got to do some more demonstrations on this screen today. This is fun. All right. That being said, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. If you're interested in our screen paint products or anything we have right now, we're having that big football season sale. What? Thank you all for at the end of the day for those who basically purchase products from our company. We do appreciate the support. And like I said, even though we are going to be going mainstream, even though we got some big plans coming up, we are going to maintain to keep our technology fair and affordable so everybody can afford it at the end of the day. That's the whole purpose of the reason why I got into this field, was to even the playing field. All right, people, thank you all. Be safe out there. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for always blessing us with amazing technology. Have to go, and God bless.